2 years ago, the most I could charge per video was $300. But today, me and my business partner have clients paying us $5.5 thousand per month. And we're working with the same type of people. School games winners, 7-figure business owners, online coaches, etc. Same quality of work and same level of clients, but more than double of my income. And let me tell you something, it has nothing to do with editing skills. It was because I changed my offer and how I price myself. And today I'm breaking down what I switched to, why it works better for premium clients, and how you can make the same transition if you're ready to stop capping your income. And let me be clear up front, there's nothing wrong with charging per video, okay? In fact, for editors who are just getting started, it's completely normal to do it this way, especially if you're working with people or content creators who are inconsistent. Per video pricing makes total sense in this case. You deliver one video and you get paid for that. It's that simple. And for clients who don't need consistent content or who are just testing you out, this makes total sense as well. But there's something I realize in all this. The higher level the client, the less per video pricing actually serves them. And once I understood why, I made the switch. My income became more predictable, my relationship with clients got stronger, and honestly, the clients I started attracting were just better. Let me explain, guys. So here's what happens when you're working with clients who want consistent content but is paying you per video. Let's say you're editing 8 videos a month for them for $300 per video, which is a perfect case scenario. That would be 2.5K a month. That sounds decent, right? But here's the issue. Every single video is a transaction. You finish the video, you send an invoice, they approve it, they pay it, and then repeat. On the surface, that seems fine, right? But there are 3 problems that start showing up. First one being the budget uncertainty for clients. If they're posting 8 videos one month, 12 the next, 6 the month after that one, their costs are fluctuating. And for a business owner trying to make cash flow, that's annoying. They can't predict what are they going to owe you. And unpredictability creates stress for them automatically, which you do not want to create when working with clients. Problem 2 is income uncertainty for you. You have no idea what you're gonna be making next month. Maybe they go on a vacation, maybe they slow down with content, maybe they decide to batch produce and they need 4 videos that month instead of 10. Your income swings and it becomes hard to plan your life or to invest in yourself or to feel financially stable. And the third problem, which I do believe is the worst one, it's transactional relationship. Every video is a separate invoice. You're not a partner, you're a vendor. You're being paid for outputs, not outcomes. And that keeps you in the replaceable category instead of indispensable category. When I'm working with my school games winners clients, I realize something important. These people don't want transactional relationships. They want partners. They want somebody who they can rely to month after month after month without holding my hand or thinking twice about it. And the per video pricing is just going to get in the way of that. So here's what you can do instead. Instead of charging $300 per video and invoicing 8 separate times if that's the case, I would charge a flat monthly rate. Right now we have clients paying us $5.5 thousand per month. Somebody less, somebody a bit higher, depends on what they want. But the point is the math would work exactly the same on a paper, but the experience and the relationship will be completely different. And here's why this works better. Predictability for both sides. The client knows exactly what they're paying for each month, and we know exactly what we're making each month. So there are no surprises and there's no fluctuation. And for business owners, that predictability is worth a lot. They can budget, they can plan, and they don't have to wonder, oh, how much will they cost me this month? And plus, it creates urgency for them. We want to keep them accountable, make them record 4 times a month, 10 times a month, so that way they know that we actually are doing the work and want them to succeed. It shifts the relationship from vendor to partner. When someone's paying you monthly, you're not just the editor they hired sometimes. You're a partner of their team, and that changes how they see you. And instead of thinking, do I need to hire this person again? They're thinking, how can we get the most out of this partnership? It creates loyalty, it creates trust, and it creates raising your rates much easier down the line. You can focus on outcomes, not outputs. When you're charging per video, you're incentivized to do only what's asked for you and nothing more, because every single extra hour you put into the piece of content is basically eating into your hourly rate. But with a retainer, you're not thinking about hours, you're thinking about results. So if I notice something that could improve clients' content, I would definitely shout it out. Maybe the hooks are weak, maybe the CTA is not on a point, and obviously that I'm going to mention it because I'm invested into their success, not just in delivering the next video. And premium clients do notice that extra effort. They notice that you're being invested, that you're watching their content, that you're wanting to improve their content, and that you genuinely want them to succeed. They basically notice when you're trying to be a partner and when you're trying to be a contractor. It's easier to scale your income. When you're charging per video, the only way you can increase your rates is if you do more videos or if you raise your per rate video down the line. But with retainers, you can increase your monthly rate based on the value you're providing, not just the number of the videos. Maybe you start offering strategy inputs. Maybe you help them with content planning. Maybe you do done for you work. Maybe you write scripts. Maybe you repurpose those videos. Maybe you start optimizing for a specific metrics like retention or conversion. You're not just an editor, you're a content partner, and that's worth way more than $300 per video. Now that's exactly what I teach inside High Rise Academy. It's my free community where I teach video editors just like you how to implement these strategies, how to raise their rates, how to become business partners, how to talk with clients one-on-one on sales calls, how to do proper outreach that actually land clients. If you're interested in something like that, click the link down below, join High Rise Academy. It's completely free for the next couple of days. Now, why this works better for premium clients specifically? Premium clients, the ones making serious money from their content, they don't think in terms of videos. They think in terms of systems. They're basically asking, how do I consistently produce content that drives my business forward without it taking over my life? And per video pricing doesn't seem to solve this question. It just says, I'll edit that video when you send it to me. Nothing else. But a monthly retainer says, I'm here every single month, consistently. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to hold my hand. I will do everything for you. And that consistency is what clients are paying for. So I had the opportunity to work with a client who made over 7 figures. And he didn't want to manage another freelancer. He wanted somebody embedded in his operation. And retainers create a relationship naturally. Now, how to make this transition? So if you're currently charging per video and you're thinking, okay, this makes sense, but how do I actually make the switch? Here's how I would do it. Step 1, identify which clients are already consistent. If you have a client who's hiring you 6 or 7 or 8 times per month, they're a perfect candidate for retainer. Step 2, frame it as solving their problem, not yours. Don't say, I want to switch to retainer because it's better for me. Instead, say this. I've been thinking, to make budgeting easier and ensure you always have consistent support, what if we locked a monthly rate? That way, you know exactly what you're paying for, and I can prioritize your content without worrying about scheduling conflicts. Step 3, make the transition smooth. Offer to start retainer next month. Do not force it mid-cycle. Give them time to adjust to it. Step 4, deliver like a partner, not a vendor. Once you're in a retainer with your client, you have to act like it. You have to act like you're the part of the team. Proactive communication, strategic inputs, going beyond just editing, checking up on them, giving them ideas, etc. And that's what justifies the retainer rates and making them work with you long term. And honestly, inside High Rise Academy, we break this down step by step. How to structure your retainer proposal, how to price yourself so the client sees the value immediately. And people are already in there making this transition and seeing their income stabilize because of it. Closing their first clients using systems that I've built for you for free. Now, I'm not saying retainers are always the right move. If you're just starting out and you don't have consistent clients yet, per video pricing is totally fine. It's simple, it's clean, and it gets you paid. If you're working with creators who post occasionally, per video pricing seems totally normal. If you're doing one-off project or free trial, again, per video is totally normal. You need to use the model that fits your situation that you're in right now. But if you're working with clients who needs you consistently or who you see future with and you're still charging per video, you're basically leaving money on the table. You're creating unnecessary friction for both of you. And the switch to retainer was one of the best business decisions I ever made. And if you're in that state that makes sense for you to switch to retainers, I would definitely encourage you to try it out. And if you're thinking, okay, but how do I actually have the conversation with my client about this? How do I structure my retainer? What if they say no? That's exactly what I cover inside High Rise Academy. It's my free community where we break down pricing models, how to position yourself so premium clients see you as long-term partner instead of per project vendor, how to outreach, how to talk with them on sales calls, and much, much more. There are already editors in there who are making this shift. They're sharing exactly what worked, what didn't, and how far their income changed because of it. No fluffs, no upsells, just hundreds and hundreds of hours are poured in there for you for free. Just the frameworks and scripts, and the best part is community that actually helps you 24/7. Links down below, it's completely free. I would love to have you in there. Now, the bottom line is per video works, but retainers is the way to go if you want to work with premium clients who value your work. Make the shift when it makes sense for you and structure it properly. And once again, like always, if you want your life to be just a little bit easier, come and join High Rise Academy. It's completely free, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.